Can we get a side pot here? Oh my god. Very nice. Oh, that's the way it's been. Aces against kings against queens. No limit Texas Hold'em on hijack poker. Where you at? I'm Fireman Scott. Playing 3 different tables on the app tonight, and the games have been really good. Great action here on hijack. I've been running pretty good until last night, and well, it's not starting off good with that queens against kings and aces. Yeah, even when I saw the main pot was one with aces, I thought, okay, well, at least I'm going to get a side pot. Nope. But it's the thing about poker. You don't want to be a winner at the beginning, necessarily. You want to be a winner at the end. And we're going to play aggressively and see how it works out. Oh, I'm playing 3 tables tonight. One is Pot Limit Omaha. High only. 4-card version. The other is No Limit Texas Hold'em. 9-handed. And full ring. And the other one is No Limit Texas Hold'em 6-handed. And all 3 games, I believe, are 50-cent $1 blinds, $100 max buy-in. I already went broke on that one table, had to rebuy. So we're into this game, and we're going to make a comeback. If you don't know what hijack poker is, let me tell y'all real quick. Let me get that out of the way in case you want to jump in the action with me real fast. It's easy. Download the app at the App Store, Hijack Poker. And you can only play if you're in Texas. So hopefully you're a resident or you're here visiting and you're able to play. Download the app. You can deposit money with Bitcoin or any major credit card. Or you can cash in and out at any Texas Card House location. They've had some kick-ass tournaments on here recently. I'm playing cash games tonight. I mean, I could peel one off here. Alright. Bet one more time. You can have it.
Tell you a tale about a fireman named Scott. He's the one of hell, but he's not just saving lives. He's got skills to flaunt in the poker world. He's the PLO gold, no tone. Started off as a hero fighting flames every day, but his passion for cars couldn't keep him away from the World Series of Poker. Stepped on the stage. Scott Delaney, the fireman, led through the fire rage. He's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame. G-O-A-T, dominates the field. Fire and cars, a combination that spells. From battling blazes to playing the odds, Scott's got the skills that no one can dodge. He studies the game, each each and every hand, mastering the PLO like no one can. He's got the heart of a fireman, fierce and bold. But at the poker table, his story unfolds. With that bracelet on their wrist, ooh, shining bright. Fireman Scott is a force day and night. Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLO, GOAT, he dominates the felt. Fire and cause, a combination that's felt with his fire spirit. He plays with fire. His opponents tremble as his stats get higher. He bluffs, he reads, he strategizes well. Fireman Scott, he's got the poker tales to tell. So raise your glasses, let's toast to the man who fights fires and play cards like no one can. Fireman Scott, the PLO gold in our eyes. A hero on the job.
All right, taking one down there on Hijack Poker. I'm Fireman Scott. The face of Hijack Poker, Texas Card House Ambassador, World Series of Poker bracelet winning champion. Look, I'm playing a couple of different games tonight, and of course I am. My bracelet is in round of each. Hold'em and Omaha, the two games that I'm playing right now. You know, I think Houston, Texas, this game, Omaha, should really be called Houston Hold'em. Houston is the city I would give the most credit to the growth of Omaha. They pushed it harder and longer than anyone else has, and now it's really catching on fire all over Texas and all over the world. They've got some really good Omaha games at TCH Houston, but I tell you, I was in Dallas for the last 2 weeks, and that place is unbelievable. What's going on in Dallas right now? I mean, I'm talking that TCH Las Colinas one day I was in there, and they had like 2 games of 5-10 and a quarter pot limit Omaha. They had like 4 or 5 games of 5-10 Omaha, plus 1-2 pot limit Omaha, multiple tables. I mean, it's unlike anything I've ever seen. I think they have more tables in Dallas now than in Houston as far as the amount of tables. Which, although I talked to Mike Trailer over at TCH Spring, which is usually, I would say, the home of pot limit Omaha, they still get 6 or 7 tables on a Friday night of PLOs. So Omaha really still kicking in Spring good. Catching fire a little bit in Houston on Westheimer. But God bless America. That Las Colinas location and Dallas locations, oh my God, the PLO. The PLO action is good. I mean, and the Hold'em is just unbeatable as well. I mean, that's a given. They got more Hold'em tables at most of these places than they do Omaha. I got a double gutter. I need a 9 or a 9. All right. Well played. Oh, you got a set of sevens. Damn. All right, I was saying well played because I thought you called me with a pair. I mean, it's still a good, it's still a good call with the set also. Yeah, he played that one really well because, you know, my instinct told me to stop and pull up on the turn, and I did. But then, you know, after getting checked to on the river there, I couldn't help myself. Nice hand, CVO. That's putting us below the $100 mark here. We won't add on quite just yet. Let's see if we can spin this. But if I get below 70, I'm probably going to want to add some chips on. This is going to be a fun night on Hijack Poker. 2 tables of 2 cards going. And I mean, actually, the app is insane right now. It's got, I don't know how many tables going, but it's a lot. My buddy Richard asked me today, he's like, Scott, and Richard's retired, military, you know, just a TCH spring regular. And let me fold this. And, you know, he's one of the everyday players, 1-3, no limit Texas Hold'em, 1-3 pot limit Omaha. And he was asking me about a hijack and, you know, what stake do you suggest? And I was like, for you, buddy, I would suggest the 50-cent $1 or the 1-2 because he's old and has not played online probably in a long time, especially not with his phone. He probably has old man thumbs. So I said, hey, start with the small games because they're really good. The 50-cent $1 and the 1-2 no limit Texas Hold'em and pot limit Omaha games on Hijack Poker. They're pretty cool. And he said, I told him, I said, I played, you know, 3 or 4 tables at once. And he said, take it easy, Scott. I just want to play one. I said, all right, well, if you're going to play one, then play the 1-2 PL low on Hijack Poker. It's like, you know, or the 50-cent $1 is really, they're both really good. Man, we're working on some exciting things. Had a couple of good meetings today. We'll be in Houston all month and then back to Dallas for the Trailblazer series. We got some work to do before that. And we still got a trip to the beach. He's the one to hell, but he's not just saving lives. He's got skills to flaunt in the poker world. He's the PLO gold, no tone. Started off as a hero fighting flames every day, but his passion for cars couldn't keep him away from the World Series. The poker stepped on the stage. Scott Dulaney, the fireman, let loose his poker rage. He's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLO, GOAT, he dominates the field. Fire and cars, a combination that's built from battling blazes to playing the odds. Scott's got the skill that no one can dodge. He studies the game, each and every hand, mastering the PLO like no one can.
can. He's got the heart of a fireman, fierce and bold. But at the poker table, his story unfolds. With that bracelet on his wrist, still shining bright. Fireman Scott is a force day and night. He's a legend in the game with the WSOP bracelet. He's got poker face, PLOGOAT. He dominates the felt. Fire and cause, a combination that's felt. With his fire spirit, he plays with fire. His opponent's treble as his stats get higher. He bluffs, he reads, he strategizes well. Fireman Scott, he's got the poker tells to tell. So raise your...
We were gonna check raise the turn, and the worst card ever came off a 7. That's unbelievable. 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 Alright, lost back some on that table. Against one person on that hand, of course, I wouldn't have been... I mean, the plan was to check raise all in on the turn anyway. But the 7 being the worst card in the deck. With 2 people in there, one of them had a 7. But we woke up with ace queen suited. We gotta at least have some background music. We can't handle the silence.
Fireman Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker face, PLOGOAT. He dominates the fire and cause, a combination that's slow. Listen up, let me tell you a tale about a fireman named Scott. He's the one to hell, but he's not just saving lives. He's got skills to
Let's go, La Bamba.
he's the PLO no tone, started off as a hero fighting flames every day. But his passion for cars couldn't keep him away.
Alright.
From the World Series, a poker stepped on the stage. Scott Dulane,
Probably won't fold to you no matter what. Slay. At this point. Alright, nice hand, nice hand. They're dodging your skills, bro.
Like no one can. He's got the heart of a fireman, fierce and bold. But at the poker table, his story unfolds. With that bracelet on his wrist, still shining bright. Fireman Scott is a force day and night. He's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet.
They're dodging your skills, bro. Stay on them. Hey, baby. Motherfucker. I'm talking shit. They're dodging my skills, but I just picked up a wheel draw. I guess we have to call here with a king. Unbelievable. La Bamba. Palabala la Bamba. Oh man, this is the flop. Oh damn. Really? All right. Okay. El Bandana tried to bluff me, but it's hard to bluff somebody when they're already on till mode. They already had me at tilting. And you know what the saying is, you never bluff a guy with a cowboy hat. Well, yeah. Never bluff a man with a cowboy hat on. I mean, I figuratively always have it on. You shouldn't have tried that shit, homie. In the hole now. We won that pot. That was just scratching the surface. We got a big comeback to make. But we can do it if they keep bluffing like that.
For cause couldn't keep him away from the World Series. A poker stepped on the stage. Scott Delaney, the fireman, let loose his poker rage. He's a legend in the game.
Oh, come on. Jeez Louise.
From battling blazes to playing the odds, Scott's got the skills that no one can dodge. He studies the game, each and every hand, mastering the PLO like no one can. He's got the heart of a fireman, fierce and bold. But at the poker table, his story unfolds. With that bracelet on their wrist, always shining bright. Fireman Scott is a force. Fireman Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, he dominates the belt. Fire and cause, domination is felt with his fire spirit. He plays with fire. His opponents tremble as his stats get higher. He bluffs, he breathes, he strategizes well. Fireman Scott, he's got the poker tales to tell. So raise your glasses, let's toast to the man who fights fires and play cards like no one can. Fireman's got the PLO gold in our eyes.
All right, winning a couple of pots here. Well, it's a little bit of the hat. It's also a little bit of I called the guy who was bluffing on one hand, and then um, I value bet on the river when everything got there. The flush and the full house. You know, one thing I'm loving about playing Hold'em again lately a lot more is that, you know, in Omaha, the bear is quite often behind the tree. And in Hold'em, you know, flushes and straights can all get there, and, you know, somebody's like, I got a pair of threes. What the fuck? You never bluff a man with a cowboy hat on. We dem boys. Cowboys fan here. He's one of these Dallas players I was just talking about. He's getting sticky with this one. But they often get sticky with the flop bet. Oh, damn. All right, all right. Take it. Square one. Pair of sixes and 8 people folded. Come on, man. I'm losing every other pot. Pocket aces just in time. I know you want some shit, La Bamba. Oh, you both called. Alright. But his passion for cars couldn't keep him away from the World Series of Poker. Stepped on the stage. Scott Delaney, the fireman, let loose his poker rage. He's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker brains. PLO, dominates the field. Fire and cars, a combination of skills. From battling blazes to playing the odds. Scott's got the skills that no one can dodge. He studied
in the PLO like no one can. He's got the heart of a fireman, fierce and bold. But at the poker table, his story unfolds. With that bracelet on that wrist, still shining bright. Fireman Scott is a force day and night. He's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT. He dominates the field. Fire and cause, a combination that's felt with his firefighter spirit. He plays with fire. His opponent's treble as his stats get higher. He bluffs, he reads, he strategizes well. Fireman Scott, he's got the poker tales to tell. So raise your glasses, let's toast to the man who fights fires and play cards like no one can. Fireman's got the PLO gold in our eyes. A hero on the job, Fireman Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT. Dominates the field. Fire and cause, combination that's felt. Man Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT. Dominates the field. Fire and cause, a combination that's felt.
There we go. About to say, oh my goodness. It's too much, Scotty. Come on, buddy, take a stab. Neither one of these guys got many chips left, so I'm just gonna check it again. Hopefully one of them will try to bluff the river. Flop the nuts against two short stacks. Can't get them to throw their last chips in. Come on. Oh, nice. The bigger stack called me. He had a pair of fives. All right. Understandable. Yeah, there was only $16 in the pot. He had like 23 something left, so I made a little over bet at $24. I mean, of course, the whole reason that I checked all the way to the river and then make a big over bet was to look really fluffy. Very polarized. I'm either going to have the nuts or bluffing. You know, if you got a little something, you may want to look me up, and that's what happened. Still in the hole, though. This hijack poker has had some kick-ass tournaments lately. We had a $365 buy-in, no limit Texas Hold'em tournament last night. That was in celebration of the 1-year anniversary of TCH Social in Austin opening up. So great tournament there. A couple of days before that, we had a $200 and something buy-in. Satellites for the Poker Atlas Tour. We got the Trailblazer Series coming up in Dallas at the end of September. And you know what? We were looking at the schedule today. First I was looking at the schedule this morning with Tia. And then this afternoon I was looking at it with Tattoo Bob. And that's like a 3-week long series. The Trailblazer Series in Dallas. And opens up with like a $500,000 guaranteed first weekend. And then the middle weekend, they have like a big PLO tournament. A multi-flight, I think like a 200K PLO, maybe even more. Don't get me to lying to you. But they have the second weekend of the Trailblazer Series in Dallas. They have a big multi-flight pot limit Omaha tournament, and there's going to be a turnout because I'm telling you, Dallas, Texas, they got a lot of Omaha going on. Then the last weekend, of course, a big main event, $1 million guarantee. So 3 full weeks of poker in Dallas. The last 2 weeks with the Poker Atlas Tour was very kick-ass, and the Trailblazer Series being our second year in, you know, everybody's I'm sure made their little tweaks and changes of the tournament schedules and stuff, and I'm excited and interested to see what's going on. I definitely like hearing that there's going to be a big multi-flight PLO tournament. Yeah, the Trailblazer Series this year starts in Dallas. Then I think it goes to spring. That is going to be a fun tournament series. And they'll be running satellites, like I said, right here on HIJACK Poker. Justin Hammer is the new tournament director on here. And so he's putting together all kinds of packages for, you know, satellites into the tournaments and special events and all kinds of stuff. So exciting stuff coming from HIJACK and Hammer and Texas Card House. I need to ship one. I would have liked to have done that Poker Atlas one, but the Trailblazer main event, the first main event, that would be a good one to win. I expect all the guarantees in the Trailblazer Series to get there. It's a cool event. And now, you know, being the second time around, when we were in Vegas this summer, we were talking about it the whole damn time, and we were wearing our Texas Card House Ambassador gear and our Trailblazer gear. And so I know people were asking me about it all summer long. And I said, yeah, come on out to Texas. Play our series. It's more fun than the ones in Vegas, for sure. We're going to mix it up here with the button. Not a great hand, but we got a suited ace, and well, I was trying to get it heads up with Beluga Will. But we're going to have to go to plan B. Gonna have to go to plan B. 62. Yeah, we gotta fold this one. I see bet every one of these flops. And I took down the smallest one. Alright, fun. I'm not sitting out. What are you talking about? I guess I am sitting out. Okay. I get it. I get it. I'm not gonna let off the throttle. We're gonna crank it up, in fact. Damn it, son. Every flop they got it, huh? Alright. Every flop they got it tonight.
Fireman Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, he dominates the field. Fire and cause, a combination that's slow. Listen up, let me tell you a tale about a fireman named Scott. He's the one to hell, but he's not just saving lives. He's got skills to flaunt in the poker world. He's the PLO gold, no throne. Started off as a hero fighting flames every day, but his passion for cars couldn't keep him away from the World Series of Poker. Stepped on the stage. Scott Delaney, the fireman, let loose his poker rage. He's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, dominates the field. Fire and cause, a combination that spells out battle and blaze. It's the play in the yard. Scott's got the skills that no one can dodge. Studies the game, each and every hand, mastering the PLO like no one can. He's got the heart of a fireman, fierce and bold. But at the poker table, his story unfolds with that bracelet on their wrist, ooh, shining bright. Fireman Scott is a force. Fireman Scott, he's a legend in the game with the WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame.
7 from heaven. Seven from heaven.
He bluffs, he reads, he strategizes well. Fireman Scott, he's got the poker tales to tell. So raise your glasses, let's toast to the man who fights fires and play cards like no one can. Fireman Scott, the PLO gold in our
We gambling. But his passion for cars couldn't keep him away.
From the World Series of Poker stepped on the stage. Scott Delaney, the fireman, let loose his poker rage.
Alright. Got a little lucky. Got a little unlucky today. Got a little lucky just now. I'll take it. Alright, pair of jacks. Early position. Give it a little bump. They running around up there? Go check on them. Damn, went multi-way with these jacks. My God, you bet $136. Boom. Wow, he called him. These people are playing a little crazy. He had a set of nines on the flop. King, queen, they both outflopped me. I had a pair of jacks. They both outflopped me. And, hey, I only lost $6. I don't want to say I'm the greatest poker player in the world, but I'm the greatest y'all know. I mean, babe, can you make a note that I need about a few more theme songs? Like, so I can run through a few of them, like 5 or 6 at least to start with. I don't really like that hand. But you know, even if I do like a hand, I don't mind throwing it away. I'm never married to a hand. It's not that big of a deal. This is a cash game. These are cash games. You're not feeling right about something, just move on to the next one, especially if it's a small pot or you got nothing really involved, or Something just don't feel right to you. That's the reason you do all this studying and practicing and competing. You're honing in your skills, and then, you know, when you're playing and something don't feel right to you, it doesn't matter. You know, your senses are usually correct. Well, you're in fight or flight mode. And if you've played enough and studied enough that when you're sitting down and you're, in a constant battle and you're in fight or flight mode, you get this, I'm used to this feeling. I've experienced this before and something's not right. In a tournament, it's a little more do or die, can be life or death, but in cash games, like I said, especially if you don't have much invested in the pot, just let them have it. And cash games too, they're long battles, and there's a little give and take. And sometimes I like a couple of things. I like letting them win a small pot here and there, and then I also like making them feel comfortable in a certain situation here and there. And I also like tilting and just stepping out of the way whenever I sense that they do have a really big spot and a really big hand, and just getting out of the way and folding. And I know that that's just as tilting to them, that they didn't get much value out of their hand. Oh, wow. Speaking of, this guy went all in for $10. Let's see if we get some more crazy over bets. Just move all in for 300 there, buddy. See what happens. Maybe Fred Oysters will make a stab at it now. Well, I'm unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, we call that a good beat. I ran Ace King into King King, and the man only had $10 left. So things are starting to look up for us here. We raise with aces. Ace, ace, jack 10 with a suit. Pretty decent flop. 2-3 jack. We're giving you action. Yeah, suited ace, pair of tens, possible wheel draw, possible Broadway draw. And we came to play. I like the flop. I will not be folding. Good thing is, if somebody calls with a straight draw here, I have 2 10s blocking that. Like if somebody was to have like 8-9, 5-8-9, something like that. But no, we just take it down there on the flop, which is good. Alright, back on the plus side of a hundo. Now let's run it up. Hey, I know I still don't have the chat up and running and visible on here, but welcome y'all. Thank you. I know there's just a few of you watching, but I appreciate it. This stream is still new. We haven't advertised for it much, and we need some overlays and a little bit more music. I mean, we have the best host anybody could ask for. I mean, I got my own theme music. We got that part down. We just need a little bit more. A little more run good. A little more music. A little less conversation. A little more action. I fucking love Elvis. I'm an Elvis Presley fan. And a Beatles fan. I just started watching the Led Zeppelin documentary the other day. And it was pretty boring. For Led Zeppelin, you know. What a cool ass band. What a big whiff on this flop. Should I bet this? Feel weird not betting it. You know, part of it's just like you think, man, you whipped this flop completely. How can you bet it? Well, you know, sometimes you take them down, and sometimes it's kind of just like, what is that, Pavlov's dog or something? Where, you know, you train somebody. I want to get them trained a lot of times. Not always, but a lot of times I want people expecting that I'm going to do this, expecting that I'm going to do this, expecting that I'm going to do this. You know, this is a fight. You got to set them up. Just like Muhammad Ali, they called him Cassius. So, we see bet a lot of the times in poker. It's not just because we had a good flop or just because we think we are going to win the hand. A lot of time I know I'm getting looked up. I know especially if it's PLO, I will bet a lot of times knowing I'm going to get looked up. It's good for your reputation. I mean, there's some settings where if I didn't bet the dry ace, I couldn't live with myself. Now, you don't bet the dry ace every time. There's a certain amount of finesse to that play. You got to use it in the exact right time. Your opponents can't be short stacked or overcommitted or something like that. So you gotta understand how to bet every street. Keep that pot under control, just the right time, the optimal time to use the dry guy bet. It don't always work, but I mean, this is for a lot of y'all beginning Omaha players. But if you're playing deep stacked Omaha, high stakes, deep stacked Omaha, it's a lot easier to play the dry guy because most of the people at higher stakes have a clue, and they know that if it comes 3 hearts on the board and you're already betting pot, they're going to have to call pot on the turn and pot on the river just on a hunch that you don't have it. And, you know, you often at the like 1-3 PLO, 1-2-5 PLO, you think, oh, the dry guy's not that successful. Yeah, well, because everybody's playing shallow. Once everybody's playing deep stacked, believe me, that dry guy, it works. It be working a lot. Son of a biscuit eater. Really? I got 2 pair homes. This dude. We're gonna play it. Bravo, James. Damn it, he had ace king. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Fucking ace king magnet. Ace queen today. Alright, 3 aces in my hand on the button with a suit. Yay, yay. What are we gonna do here? We're probably gonna go nuts with it. Let's just get rid of that. Come back to this. Oh, yeah. Well, our best hope is to go nuts with it, and hopefully we get it in with one of these guys who's got kings. But I'll tell you this. Yep. Oh, wow, look at these. Look at them. Oh, my goodness. I mean, what could they have? Jack 10, ship it to the man. Look, he had queens. 6, 997. I lose to that one too. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only one I beat was the queens. Okay, I did not reload. Let's raise it up here. Oh, he had a flush. Well, we should just call it a night. I'm not playing good or running good. Last hand.
Fireman Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, he dominates the field. Fireman calls a combination of spell. Listen up, let me tell you a tale about a fireman named Scott. He's the one to tell, but he's not just saving lives. He's got skills to flaunt in the poker world. He's the PLO gold, no tone. Started off as a hero fighting flames every day, but his passion for cars couldn't keep him away from the World Series of Poker. Stepped on the stage. Scott Dulaney, the fireman, let loose his poker rage. He's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, he dominates the field. Fireman calls a combination of spells from battling blazes to playing the odds.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it quits for the night. Like I said, I'm not playing good, not running good for me to win a hand. I'm having a double barrel bluff with 2 5s and a bunch of suited overcards. Do I want to just fight through it tonight? Whether I keep going or not tonight, y'all, doesn't matter. Download the app. You're going to love it. I'm playing on here most mornings and nights. We're going to be live streaming a lot more on here and on Twitch. We may even have some special guests soon, some celebrity lineups. When I say celebrities, I mean my kind of celebrities, poker players. Never been a better time to be a Texas poker star than right now. And the future's looking bright. So download Hijack Poker and come play with me tonight. Thank y'all for watching.